is your boy DJ Amazing, Simply Amazing. Y'all already know. You subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you know it's gonna be hot and spicy like fire. Oh, I was fire up here. But anyway, this is your boy DJ Amazing. Y'all know I'm about to go live in like 30 seconds, and you know when I go live, the conversation is gonna be crazy. I mean, right now, before I do anything, all of my social medias are right there. All of my social, I'm verified on some, not all. I'm working on the other ones. So yes, you can see my TikTok, Instagram. You see them all. I don't have to say all of that. But with that being said, I'm a little quenched. I need something to drink. Thank you. As you see, I got my cores, keep me hydrated from getting dehydrated. You see how I did that? But I'm a little thirsty. Good water. But that's it. That's all. I'm about to be live in like 30 seconds. So make sure you subscribe, like, share, and comment. And if you're not currently subscribed, subscribe. Oh yeah, I can't forget about it. If you are my 500 subscriber, you're gonna get this beautiful, sexy Stanley cup. And it's the 40 one. It's the biggest one they have, like the biggest one they have. And I'm gonna mail it to you, number 500 subscriber on my YouTube channel. And when I get to 1,000 followers, you're gonna get $75 cash. Ching ching. Oh, she did that. By the way, shout out to my daughter. She shot this. She's the baddest producer you ever want to meet. Like, she did this. Like, it's my daughter. I mean, it's in her DNA. But let me shut up and stop talking and let y'all get in tune. So 30 seconds counting down now. All right, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, however you're watching this podcast. Now, tonight's topic, as you can already tell, as you've already got it in the caption already, sometimes we need to take our own advice. And before I get started, before I do anything, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this channel. This channel right here. All of my social medias are the same. TikTok, my Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube, everything is the same. All my social medias are the same. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe right here. For those of you who don't know me, I am your hostess with the mostest, DJ Amazing, Simply Amazing. I am him, I am they, I am him. Yeah, that's pretty much how that goes. I'm giving time for everybody to come on in to the live. I already got one person already down at the bottom. I'm gonna bring him up shortly. I appreciate everybody who come on the panel, who discuss things, who joins the panel, who enjoys the panel. I'm working on getting my panel spread out to a little bit more people to join the panel. I'm currently working on bringing more people onto the panel. So with that being said, let's not keep anybody waiting. Hold on, let me look in the chat. Well, let me check that out. Hold on, let me bring you up. Okay, can you hear me now? Put it in the chat if you can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. Put a 1 in the chat. Hold on, let me go to my page and see. Hold on. You guys give me a second so I can see if you guys can hear me. Let me go to my page. Okay, yes, I can hear me now. Yes, I can hear. I can definitely hear myself. Okay. CM, you up? You got to unmute yourself. You're currently muted. You're currently muted, CM. Hold on, let me text him. Hold on. You need to drop out and come back because you're muted. Okay, he'll come back in just a second. He'll be back in just a second. Okay, let's see if we can get him now. Can you hear me?
Yo.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I couldn't help my car. I muted it. Your voice sounded weird, so I had to disconnect the phone from my car.
Of course, you're always in your car. You might as well get you a good Bluetooth in your car. You might as well get you a good Bluetooth.
I don't know what's going on, man. It does that sometimes, but not all the time. It's just a bad connection. If I reconnect, I'm sure I'd be able to hear you. But yeah, what's going on? How's everybody doing?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. Like I said, I got a couple people supposed to come up. Carissa's supposed to be coming up too, so I don't know when she's gonna join, but I did send it out to her.
Okay.
Other than that, man, I got some neck bones in the crock pot, and they tasting pretty good. I mean, it's good. It's good.
Oh man, I knew I should have passed by. I started to.
Hey, you're more than welcome to come by. You always let me know that you're coming. You're more than welcome to. As long as I know you're coming. I don't know if you've seen the skit I've done lately. I don't know if the skit that I did. Have you got a chance to see it?
Find us a good topic tonight. Get some people on here. See what Carisha does.
Well, you see, tonight's topic is take your own advice. Sometimes it's good to take your own advice.
I can't hear you again.
I don't know what's going on.
Hold on.
Can you hear me now?
Something else happened this time. Can you hear me?
I can hear you good. I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, can you still hear me?
I can hear you, yes. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. I don't know if it's your car or your Bluetooth.
Okay, there we go.
I don't know. Okay, I can hear you now.
I can hear you in my car now. Yeah.
One of the topics is take your own advice. Sometimes it's best to take your own advice.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, But yeah, we could apply. I've thought about that. But sometimes if you're in the first person, you're too busy delivering it because you're on the outside looking in on somebody else's life. You have a perspective. It's easy to have a perspective on other people than yourself until we take time to evaluate ourselves.
For sure. Like, I'll say, like at the track, when we were at the track the other day, you were giving me some good advice. It was up to me to go over there and, take that advice. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's good to take that advice.
Good people, yeah, definitely. Good experiences with them. So, yeah, I definitely recommend it.
Wait, did y'all go to the track yesterday?
Today. Yeah, yesterday and today. Steven was out there today.
Was she out there today?
Yeah, no, I didn't see her.
Okay.
No, just a typical track. Yeah, that was the one time. I've never seen her out there, I don't believe.
Well, who knows? Hey, it is what it is. What it won't be, it won't be.
Yeah.
But what I will say, I picked up on something on TikTok that is very popular. They say it gets ladies' attention. And what do women like the most? A man who look good and a man that smells good. I got off a
Smells good.
TikTok shop. It's called Her Loss. And let me tell you, it smells like it looks. Let me take it out the bottle so you can see the bottle.
Wow. Okay. Wait, you ordered this off TikTok?
I ordered it off TikTok, and let me tell you, it smells good.
What is it like?
You will get a woman's attention. I'll definitely say it's a woman. It's a woman's attention for sure.
Is it fresh or is it like elegant?
Elegant, more.
Okay.
More taste and class.
Right. Yeah. It's probably elegant.
If you walk by a woman, or they definitely gonna like it. That's for sure. It's for sure gonna get her attention.
Yeah.
When you get a chance, I'll definitely let you smell it because it definitely smells. I can smell it. And the top not even open. It smells good. You see what it says? Let me put it close. Yes, sir. Definitely. It says, "Please, baby, don't go." It's one of the top selling things on TikTok too. 5 stars on TikTok as well. So anything that got 5 stars on it, you definitely want to try it. It was like for $20. Now it smells like it's worth more than $20. I do say that it smells like it's worth more than $20.
Wow.
Some of you would spend maybe $100 on some colognes. It smells that good. And I'm not just hyping it up. It smells pretty expensive. So I definitely you grab a bottle if you want to. Like, I'm pretty sure you gotta smell it when you get a chance to understand what I'm saying. So I'm gonna promote that out there, put that out there. I took my own advice off TikTok and I bought it. I took a 50-50 chance on it. Now I haven't got a review on it yet because I haven't been out anywhere special yet. I haven't been anywhere to where I need to put it on yet. So I'll let y'all know how that's gonna go. So where you headed to, Doc? Are you headed home or?
Yeah. I'm trying to. I got another phone, so I think I'm trying to. Okay, sorry, got it. Okay. Yeah, I got another phone, so I don't have the app downloaded on here anymore.
So what you think about the topic at hand? What's your perspective on that? Taking your own advice. Have you ever took your own advice before?
Take your own advice. Yeah, I've thought about that. Sometimes I find myself giving people, especially relationships or anything. I'm like, man, sometimes I actually live in my advice. And other times I think to myself, I try to think what I've told other people and then try to apply it. But it can be difficult sometimes. But man, when you just when you go with the flow or anything, man, you can just walk in your own advice. It's when you're not thinking about it consciously, it's when it happens. But yeah, a lot of times if we did follow our own advice, that means we have the information needed for ourselves. If another person doesn't listen to it, hey, that's on them. But again, if it's coming from you, maybe it means it's meant for you. It's like, wow, I've given a lot of advice, relationships and everything, and I'm like, man, people tell me I'm wise, people tell me I know things. I'm like, well, when I get in a relationship, I need to apply it myself. I need to see what it feels like, and it works. It's like, all right, I thank God for that. But living in your own advice, you can also set an example for other people, for others. Instead of telling them all the time, people are not always receptive to what you tell them. But when they see action, or they have evidence, or they see an example, and especially in children, they tend to gravitate towards that a little bit more.
Well, it's just like when our parents give us advice. It's best that we take it because they've been there, they've been where we're trying to go. So I definitely can agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
further as I go, I think I need to start getting out, taking advice that people was giving me. You know, you want to do more, you want to get the results that you're looking for. You got to get out, but getting out these days is dangerous. Things are expensive. You got to watch where you go, watch what you stay, and watch what you do. We're living in a time you have to watch everything.
Everything.
You always have to keep your head on a swivel.
Right.
It ain't like it used to be. You know, you can just be in a grocery store and you meet somebody and boom, there it is. It ain't like it used to be anymore. But it can happen. Not saying it can't happen, but these days it's harder when you older. It is much more complicated to find a sustained relationship.
Yeah. Yeah, as you get older, true. That's when we need the most advice because, well, the reason why we've developed baggage, and especially, you know, men and women, you've had experiences, been scarred, you've had good experience, you've had bad experience, and those people shaped us. Those relationships shaped us. And so now that we're in our 40s, well, we kind of don't want to change, and it's harder to change. You know, it's like a molding, right? When it settles in, that's it. It's molding. You know, the iPhone case, plastic at one time, liquid, but once it got hardened, if you try to bend that shape of that iPhone case, it's gonna crack. It's gonna break. Same thing with people. They struggle with it. You know, why won't he change? Why won't she change? They're set in that way. So at our age, I guess it's why it's a matter of why people don't waste time. Like, okay, this is how she is. This is how he is. I'm not about to waste my time.
Well, a lot of us,
they're not going to change.
You said the key word. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's just by the grace of God. What I was going to say, that a person would change. They have to really focus on it, but it's harder.
A lot of us are.
A lot of people think that they.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You're stuck in what again? I think I got lag. That's why I have lag in here. That's why when I talk, it comes in moments later, right when you start talking.
Okay, that makes sense. What I was saying is, a lot of us are stuck in our own ways. When we get a certain age, we just believe what we believe, and it's kind of hard to come out of that. When you've been stuck on it for so long, it's hard to come out of it. It's just like when you first meet a woman, you got to come out of some of your ways that you used to if you want to keep that woman, because you can't stay in the same as you was before, living in the way that you were living, because some women ain't gonna tolerate that. So you kind of come out your shell, come out that. You gotta take somebody else's advice.
Yeah, it helps. Healthy advice. You know, if you're looking to be married, then you know the advice that you're getting. You know, you probably want to get that from married couples and married people. Since your goal, if you were a girlfriend, you know, fiance, whatever the case may be, whatever that relationship, you have to get. I think it's wise to look at people who have experience in that area that are currently married. Not to say a divorced person can give it, but they got divorced, you know, for it didn't work out. You know, and you know, one thing for marriage, we know that God wants, you know, you're supposed to stick through it and work through it. And when people say it can get ugly, it can get pretty ugly, like where it feels like you're supposed to break up. But again, some people know how to stay there and work at it, and then it gets better. But it's like, hey, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to let you treat me like this. But the thing is, you don't know how that.
You froze.
How much of a beating can you take till you get to that point? So, you know, that advice given from like counselors and things like that could help, but both people have to really want to change.
You're saying the key words. You have to want to change in order for change to even happen.
Yeah, you have to want. No, go ahead.
And a lot of us don't want to. Good evening.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Carisha.
Welcome to the show.
What's up?
What's up?
Man, But Coney,
Uh,
what's up, Coney?
what's going on, Carisha?
What y'all talking about this time?
Well, yeah, I don't know if you see the topic at the very top of the YouTube channel. Sometimes it's best to take your own advice or take some advice that people give you, because sometimes it won't hurt you to help you. So what's your take on giving advice or taking advice?
Giving advice. If you ask me for advice or suggestion and you do the complete opposite, don't ask me
We
shit
can't hear
else.
you. You gotta talk a little bit louder. We can barely hear you.
I have my volume up. Whoever making that noise in the background, turn that shit off. And
We
always
miss you.
phone
We
it.
miss you.
Always. Are you driving, bro?
Yeah.
Shit. That's what we hear, the air or the wind.
I just muted it too because I figured it might have been my car.
Golly. But
It might
anyway,
have been.
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
We can hear you.
Okay, well, I ain't did nothing that changed then. Wait, where is my girl Angie at?
I invited her. I think she's live right now talking about the Diddy trial.
Oh, shit. Well, leave it there.
And
Leave it there.
I think she didn't switch to talking about Diddy's gonna win. So she's over there talking about Diddy right now.
Oh, y'all think he gonna win?
I think it is because we're gonna touch into that later. But let me get your take on what you were talking about. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay, so if somebody asks me for advice, and if you really want my advice, best believe I'm gonna give you the truth, whether it hurts your feelings or not. So if you ask for my advice, and I guess you soak it in and you do the complete opposite, don't don't ask me shit else because I don't want to hear you telling me, "Oh, I should have listened to you." What the fuck you telling me for? But don't ask me nothing else again. But like if sometimes in situations, if I give somebody advice and stuff like that, I have to take it in myself. You know what I'm saying? Like as a lively, if I'm in a situation and everything and somebody's in a different situation, that advice can reflect on the same thing that I'm going through. You get what I'm saying? No matter if it's like different situations or whatever. So it's like, okay, I told this person, uh, how I feel about this or, you know, my opinion and everything. So if I'm going through something or if I like in a situation and I don't feel like talking to anybody, which is usually me, I'll just sit there and be like, okay, you remember whenever you told so and so your opinion about this, or why don't you just use your opinion and your advice that you gave to that you have given to another person, use it on yourself. There's nothing wrong with that either, because sometimes that can be not saying slap in the face, but another you teaching a lesson, but you learning your own lesson.
So what you're saying is you don't mind taking advice from somebody older than you? Because to me, I'd rather listen to somebody older than me than somebody younger than me. Because don't get me wrong, young people are smart, but older people have been where we're trying to go. So I'd rather take advice from somebody older than me because they've been where I'm trying to go. Do you agree with that, or you don't really agree with that?
Um, Even though I was raised uh how to respect my elders, and I um grew up around elders. That's all I know. Um, but I don't always take advice from all elders. You get what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind. I have taken advice before from younger people, or and older people. It doesn't matter like their age to me. It matters about their maturity. You can be like a 20 something year old and you mature as hell, like you live life for years. You get what I'm saying?
Right,
And you
right,
can be more mature than a 70 something years old person.
correct.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like I'm the type of person is like I'm open to listen to advice and opinions, even whenever I don't even ask your ass. I just listen. A lot of people are out there and they voice their opinion and advice, even whenever you don't even ask them to, and you just sitting there. Well, with me, I have a big control issue of my facial expression, and sometimes I have to hold off.
I didn't see. I'm just saying. I seen you at the Waffle House with it. I'm just saying. I'm thinking that the
No,
Waffle House
no,
played
you
in my
weren't
mind.
thinking shit because you were over there laughing. So, because you know it's true. So it's like whenever somebody comes and voice their opinion, I just sit there and look at them. Even if I didn't even ask, they'll just do it anyway. I had plenty of people do that, and I just sit there and look, and I said, "Okay, thank you," and I go on about my business.
Are you
Sometimes it's
one? Let me ask you this: are you one to be like? Okay, I'm gonna use me an example as well, but you can ask yourself this question too. Are you stuck in your own ways? As in, like, if somebody tell you something, you be like I ain't gotta listen to that, even though you kind of know like it could be true, or you be like that is some good advice, but you don't really want to hear from the person that's giving you the advice. Like,
it depends on who the person is, because I don't like everybody. I don't like to be around everybody. Like if
I can tell that. That's a good thing though. That's not a bad thing. That's a good thing. I mean, you don't take no
you
crap.
on the roll tonight, I know that, huh? No, but seriously, like you barely see me out. Like if I'm out in public or whatever, maybe I'll do a little, go for entertainment or get out of the house. But bitch, whenever you see me in the store, you won't see me sitting there talking to everybody. Even if I know somebody and they come, say hi, I hurry up and say hi, rush them off. Bitch, I'm gone. I didn't come here to have a conversation. I came to
You
get
are
what I
definitely
need
missed.
and
You
get the
are
fuck out.
definitely missed.
What you mean?
I mean, your voice and the way the way your demeanor, the way you are definitely been missed on the show. Let me just say, you definitely. I actually had a comment. Actually, where is that lady at? That lady.
Again?
Huh?
Again?
Well, I've done another podcast a couple last week. I've done a podcast, but I don't know where you were. I think I sent it to you, but I guess
I
you were
was
busy.
taking care of business, so
I'm sure you were. So that's why I didn't bother you. I didn't. I be like, if she want to join, she'll join. But you were
so
definitely missed.
what was the other one? Now, can you rephrase that last question? I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm saying like if somebody try to give you some advice that you don't too much care for, but you know the advice they're giving to you is good advice, would you take it even though you don't like the person it's coming from, or you don't know the person that it's coming from? They just giving you some advice, like some random advice.
I would, because you never. I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna say I would. A lot of people out there are not gonna, agree, because we all are set in our ways. I don't care what anybody says. We all are set in our ways, our own ways. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, we get a certain age for sure, for sure.
Yes. So it's like, yeah, I would. The reason being is you never know who God sends to you. You get what I'm saying? Your mind need to get out of
Far
that
thinking.
stubbornness. Yes. And I'm not saying let people in. That's not what I'm saying, because that's a whole different, thing. It's okay to explore opinions and advice and and stuff like that. It's okay to listen to them. That don't mean that we have to actually do them. That's our decision to make. You can
Right.
hear them out. Either you actually let it sink in, or just let that bitch run all the way through your ear.
Okay.
Um,
When the comments said be open minded.
Damn, that was quick. But yeah, so it's like you never know who God, you know, sends to you. Sometimes if God can't, you know, I'm not going in the, you know, everybody. I don't know. I'm trying to say something without offending people.
Well, no, you say what's on your mind. You of course
So
you just being yourself. You're not being anybody else. You're being yourself. So nobody can get mad at what you say.
whenever You never know who God sends to you. If God can't reach out to you, because there are times that we're not even listening to God. We don't. It's not purposely. Some people it's purposely. It's sometimes we don't know when God is reaching out to us. So He uses people to get to us. You're like, bitch, I know you hear me. You get what I'm saying? We're
Well,
not
you know
gonna
how I
do.
know they
We
give you
not
warning before they give you destruction.
look, y'all. We not doing no edited shit. Okay, I'm just gonna be flat out, and y'all just gonna have to suck it in. So it's like God knocking on you. He's at the door knocking, and you're not over there answering. You got your little, camera doorbell and everything going off, and God's presence right there, but you over there thinking He Jehovah Witness. You ignoring Him. You laughing. I'm being serious.
Truth.
So it's like whenever He was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get it one way or another. I'm gonna get your attention whether you like it or not. I'm gonna send this person that you don't like so they can relate a message to you."
That's the whole point of me saying sometimes it's good to take your own advice rather than we quick to give advice, but are we good at receiving advice? Especially when you get a certain age, you get to the point you don't give a f what somebody else thinks or want to say to you. You just like, I'm gonna do it my way. Well,
That's
your way.
exactly how I was, man. Exactly how I was.
We know
I'm
sometimes
like,
our way
I
don't
just
work
don't
though.
want to be hearing people sometimes. I like to. That's why I hibernate all the time. I ain't be in my house. That's what I mean by hibernate. I don't want to be bothered with folk.
Well, like I said, the comment that was out here not too long ago. It's dangerous out there. Even going out there dating, it's hard because like these days everybody not built the same and people don't respond the same. It's like people have hidden agendas dating nowadays. It's like when you dating somebody, you have to wonder, is there a hidden agenda? So
Like
why you
what?
dating me? Why do you want me? You know what I'm saying? What do I have that you want? Or what are you trying to get from me? Or like you have to ask yourself those questions because we live in a day and a time, you know, things are to be questioned and thought about until that person is approved mentally and physically by you.
So you think that about with anybody that you try to date or like go on a date with or talk to?
No, but I have okay, like let's say you go out on a date with somebody set you up on a blind date with somebody and you just give it a chance because hey, okay, ain't no harm in going out on a blind date. What are two things that would come to your mind when you first meet somebody? Do you have like those type of thoughts like, okay, like let me see what's up with this person?
I have never been on a blind date. So uh if oh my lord, if somebody set me up on a blind date, I'll be open to it and everything, but I'm still gonna be on guard. My mind is not gonna wander and uh and stuff by saying my mind's not gonna wander and asking uh why is this person, like what this person want and everything, basically. I'm not gonna be doing all that.
Some people don't know recognize. Oh, okay. Here's a good one. She put in the comments. Some people don't recognize what the feelings in their gut mean. Sometimes you have to some of them make bad choices. Sometimes you got to go with your gut. Okay, I get that. I get that. So in reaction, if I went on a blind date, I like to observe people. I like to listen to your conversation. I don't like to talk too much. I like to listen. If I'm going to, I like to listen to what you're saying. I like to listen how you are, like what kind of person are. I want to see what kind of person you are within that first hour. I want to know. I want to know a couple of things about you within that first hour, like the basics about you. I'm gonna have a intuition about you within the first hour. Is that fair to say?
In the first hour, okay.
You are on a blind date, like when you go on
The
a blind
first
date.
hour should be like the basics.
the basic questions. You know, what do you like to do? Do you have kids? Do you like this? You know, just all the basic questions. Cover the basics of basic questions.
I don't think anything is wrong with that. But the only thing is, we still got some people that are not. They don't really want to cover the basics anymore. It's it's a lot of people. It's crazy, and it's like they just want to do the smash thing, smash and go.
I wonder if they really want someone real or not.
And
Well,
and then whenever like if you're doing like the online dating, I have plenty of those, and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm just looking for somebody real and everything." But whenever you try to talk to them motherfuckers, here they come. "Oh, I'm so lonely," or whatever. "I want to smash." Bitch, that's not what the hell I'm here for. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, so that's like a turn. Like, yeah, okay, sex is great, but is that all you trying to come at me for?
right.
That's a
Well,
automatic. That's a automatically turn off for me. I'm
I
like, so
agree. Because when you get a certain age, I mean, excuse my French, I want more than just sex. I mean, we can all get that, but I want more than that. I want to know, can you cook? Can you read? Can we go out on a park? Can we do something? Can we do the basics, the basic things out there rather than always spending money, spending money, spending money? Can
we
we
ain't
do
got to
basic
spend
stuff?
money all the time.
Because I'm not saying you, but the women nowadays expect men to go beyond the Call of Duty and what they would do for a man. Some women expect you to go beyond the Call of Duty of being a man. Which is nothing wrong with being a man, but how you gonna ask for something that I know you ain't gonna do for me?
Real talk. Real talk.
Wow, he's back.
I mean, for instance, I'm gonna ask you. You're a straight up
Who?
you're a straight up person. If you go on a date with somebody, let's say y'all on date number 3, he
With the
paid the
same
first
person?
time. He paid the first time, you paid the second time. Who picked up the tab on the third time?
That'll be me and him discussion.
That's the right answer. See, that's how I know
I'm
you're an
not gonna
intelligent
look
woman.
with me or whatever. I'm not gonna schedule a date with somebody until I have, a little cash on me, just in case he walks out on the bill and all that other stuff. I'm not about to go clowning and all the other bullshit. I'm like, okay, go ahead and walk the fuck out. But you're not gonna hear from me again. But I'm not gonna schedule a date with somebody unless I have money in my pocket so I can take care of my shit. So if he want to go ahead and if he want to pay for the meal, okay, cool. Guess what I'm about to do? Pay for the tip.
There's nothing wrong with that. And that's That's what you're an intelligent woman to say, because I'm gonna say most women I say that to you. You know what they tell me? It's his job. My mama taught me a man's supposed to do this, and the man, yeah, man, it's supposed to take care of you. But I mean, do you?
Everybody's different though, so
We live in a different space and time nowadays. Like if you ask me and you dating, you okay? Like for instance, you got a house, I got a house. If I come into your house and I see a bill laying around, let's say you got a water bill like $60, and you like,
hold on a minute.
hold on, I'm just making an example. I'm not saying you. I'm just making an
Okay,
example.
because after you finish, then I'm about to come on because
Okay.
you're ready for that.
I come to your house and we just chilling, and I just see a bill at your house. Now we've been dating for like, I'm gonna say the first 90 days, and I know you don't get paid till next week. And I pick up your bill and say, hey baby, I got your bill right here. I got you, don't worry about it. Would you accept the money from the man when I know you don't get paid till next week, but I want to go because I know you ain't that type of woman that's using me. I want to pay your gas bill. You know what I'm saying? I want to pay you because I know you don't get paid till next week. So would you allow a man to do that? Even though it's not my house and I don't come to your house that much. He just want to be a man.
Yeah, I'll do it. But are you expecting something out of return? Do you want to
No,
return it
I
back?
just want your love and affection and your cooking. I just want your love and affection and attention. That's just me.
Okay, so I'm gonna go to Carisha version. Are you
Okay,
ready?
let's hear it.
Now, with me, I'm not gonna tell you when I get paid and everything, because whenever, if I understand, if we are, the reason why I'm not gonna do it I don't give a damn what anybody else will say. I don't really care. My finances are my personal, you know, that's personal to me. Now I can understand if we were engaged or married, that's a whole different ball game. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not that desperate enough. I haven't been that desperate enough to ask people for help.
But I've never said that though. I said if you're dating this man
If
and this
I'm
man see a
even
bill
if
of
I'm
land,
even if I'm dating him and everything, what the fuck you looking around my house like that for?
I mean, it just okay. Like he just happened to
And
see it.
plus I'm
He
not and
wasn't
plus
looking.
I'm
He
not
just happened
gonna
to
have
see your bill. He just happened to see
plus
your bill laying there.
but hold up. Plus I'm not just if I have company and everything, I'm not gonna have no bills out for
So what if he
anybody to
actually?
be seeing.
Okay, what if he actually, baby, I just got paid. Do you need anything? What do you say?
You can if you want to. I'm gonna give him an option.
And whatever.
Most
Oh, go ahead, Coleman. Go ahead.
most of the time, I've known, a woman, if she wants something like that from you, she's going to hint at it. She may not ask you direct. Well, some will, but she may not ask you directly. She just may make a complaint about it.
Well,
Make a comment about the bills coming in, and then that'll be up. That's when it's up to you or the man to say, "You need some help," or "I got it,"
That could
or something
also
like
be a
that.
catch too, Conan.
Right, right, and that's what I was going to,
but-
because usually the ones that that, like you say, you wouldn't want to be used, they won't say anything about the bills because they won't want to ask you for anything. they'll just they'll just try to scrape it up themselves, and it'll take you to
Say
find
it,
out, like,
Conan.
why did your lights get cut off, or what happened, why did your water get cut off, I tried to pay, I couldn't pay, why didn't you ask me? So then you kind of have some proof right there, like, okay, she didn't even want to ask me for money.
well, let's.
Exactly.
you know
Say that
you
shit
know
again, Conan.
so because she wants to do it herself. She's like, no, I
Say
don't
it
need,
again,
I'm not going to
Conan.
depend on him to do it. That's not his, that's on me to do that. It's
Listen,
never
Thank
really
you.
on
okay,
you to do it,
let me make another
because
example then. Let me put another example. Let's say you're dating a woman and you in her car and you know she ain't got hardly no gas in her car. As a man, do you like, babe, you want to stop at the gas station? I can put you some gas in your car. Do
I'm
you
not going to
offer?
deny it.
but yeah, she's not good. Yeah, she'll probably accept it, but does she need it?
Well, if you look at
'Cause
our gas tank, it's kind of low. I mean, does
If
it
I
depend
go
on how?
pay for the look, if you in my car and I'm like, and I know I'm low on gas, I'm gonna go get my gas. You know what
Mhm.
I would expect you to do?
Pump your
Pump it
gas?
for her.
Thank you. Can you at
Pump it
least
for her.
do that for me?
That's your thing. Yeah, and
Because
that's
number one, no man, if you riding with a woman, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. If you, as a man, riding with a woman, y'all both grown, and she go pay for the gas, bitch, get your ass up and go pump the motherfucker.
right.
You understand what I'm
Well, you
saying?
know what? What's out to be explained shouldn't have to be explained as a man. You should do
Yeah,
that
but hey,
anyway.
it's a whole lot of people, a whole lot of dudes that I've seen that will sit there in the passenger seat while she is pumping the gas.
That's that young generation. That's that generation
Baby, it
that's just
ain't just
lost.
young, unless you have
Nah.
some kind of disability or something, or you can't, you literally in a wheelchair or some shit. That's acceptable. You get what I'm saying? If you're
Yeah.
disabled and all the other stuff, I'm not including now. But if you are able to walk, use your fucking hands, and pump the damn gas, that's what I expect you to do.
Okay. So let me flip the script. Let's say you in your man car, and do you offer, like, you look at his gas tank, and as a man, we got our pride. We not going. Well, some of us ain't gonna even ask our woman, baby, can I get some gas? Some of us ain't gonna even do it. Our pride ain't gonna let it do it. So if your man call, you say you need gas, would you offer, or do you just do it?
Guess what I'm gonna do from my man? I'm like, hey baby, I know you low on gas. Why don't you just pull over here? If it's okay if you don't have it right now, how about I go take care of it? All you gotta do is pump.
Wow. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's called a real ass woman. I mean, like I said, that's just me. That's just me naturally saying, because it's not as a man. And Coleman, you can tell me if I'm wrong. As a man, our pride sometimes don't let it. We may not have a lot of money, but we're not one to just ask our woman, even though we may not, even though we may need it. we're not one to just. We may hit at it and joke at it, but at the same time, we're not going to ask you for it.
But the crazy part is me saying, like, even though I'm saying that, I'm being honest. And it's like, it's okay. Like we live in Texas. It's a whole lot of us, including me. I got 3 hustle jobs, literally. And then I got one that I'm about to start. Like an actual job that I've been waiting for. So my hustle game, I don't ask people for shit. So if my partner or my guy that I'm with, and I know that he's trying and all that other stuff, we can help each other out. You get what I'm saying? We're not begging each other for shit. If we see one another that, hey, I know you need this and all that other stuff, even though you didn't ask, let me help you out. Even if we are uh, at a restaurant, let's say we hanging out with friends. Everybody, the husbands, boyfriends, or whatever, everybody has their partner, including you and your significant other or your partner, and y'all all hanging out at the friends or whatever. And it's like it's your turn to pick up the tab, or your boyfriend or one of you or whatever, and it's your turn to pick up the tab. And if my boyfriend is short, guess who's gonna be reaching under the table and lending him money and everything to take care of the tab? Me.
I get it.
I,
Most
but
women wouldn't. I
how it
mean, I don't
is.
know. Some women are not made like that. But like I say, you different. That makes you different. That makes you know the type of time that we're living in. It's not that he don't want to have it. It's not that he don't have it. It's just like you say, we're living in a different time to where money is the way it is.
Yeah, I mean it is. So I mean, like, literally, we just got to make ends meet and all that other stuff. But everybody's not gonna agree with what I'm saying. But that's okay. It's not meant for everybody to do.
Correct.
You asked me a question, and I'm just telling you what I would do. Somebody eating some cereal, or somebody who eating? Who eating?
It ain't me. I'm not eating.
So
Oh,
anyway,
no, it's not me, not yet.
who the other person that's
I
online?
got some neck bones in the crock pot, so I ain't even begun to even bust that down.
What's
Oh, I
up,
told
y'all?
my
What's
shit
good?
up.
What's good? Anything you want to say to the conversation?
I had some remarks, but
Go ahead. Go ahead.
it it's not even so much like this day and time or whatever in women, or even like the way that Carisha thinks or the way that I think about certain things. It's really not, oh, she's different. No. A lot of women feel how she feels. A lot of women feel how I feel. You just have to find them. There are a lot of us out there that think
Are
that
they?
way.
Are they
We
really?
just the only thing
It
the thing
is. What
about
you
it
talking about? Shut up. Let her talk.
the
Shit.
thing about it is that the internet tends to play up the negative side of pitting women against men. So you're going to see more negative things because that's what gets the most views. That's what sticks out in people's minds, and that's what people watch. So if you're watching all of this content about women no good, they want this, they want no, you're watching the wrong stuff. Okay, trust me when I say my friends think how Carisha thinks. Carisha is one of my friends. All of my
Best friend.
women friends,
Go ahead.
all of us feel the same way about that type of stuff. We will hold a man down that is like there for us and all that. That's not anything new. It's not anything different. It's just that you have to get in the right type of space to find women like that. There are many of us out there, trust me.
Well, if that be the
He got
case,
quiet.
I mean, she put it in perspective to where I get it. I mean, like, okay, I mean, like, where are these said women? And I guess that would be the next question. Where are these said women? I mean, like she said, Carisha said, most women are in the house now. They don't even want to come out. Just like us, man, we don't even like coming out these days because there's so much BS out there. It's like it's so misleading. Men and women are just like it's a lot of misleading information out there. Oh, here's a question. So true. Negative always drum up more attention. That's true.
They're everywhere, Sean. These said women are everywhere. You have,
It ain't just the women though.
yeah, and they're just like that. They're good women. They're good guys, and they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're literally all around us. It's
And
just
you
a
keep
matter of opening your eyes to see.
and you keep saying where they at and all that other stuff. They right in front of your ass. You just ain't got your eyes open wide enough.
Facts, facts.
With these big ass glasses, I know what the
Now
problem
you better
is.
take them holes off and clean them.
That damn Carisha, boy. No, I ain't gonna even argue with that. I ain't gonna even argue with that. Okay, well, y'all wasn't in here when I first started off this video. Do y'all like a man that smell good?
I
What I
don't want
mean by
nobody
that
that.
is,
Oh,
let me take it out the bottle. Do y'all like a good smelling man?
uh-huh.
Yep.
But we don't want the. Hey, we do, but we don't want the whole fucking bottle. Cause y'all. It seems like y'all take the damn top off and everything, and the little sprayer off, and y'all just dunk the whole damn thing.
No, not
Sometimes,
me. I'll do like this here.
sometimes the
This here,
cologne.
and I'll do it like this here. You know what I'm saying? I'll put it on like that. I
Sometimes,
don't just
sometimes they need like just a little dab. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2 sprays. That's it. But you don't need a
well
like dunk the whole bottle. You about to get baptized in the motherfucker with that.
no.
They be drenching themselves. I'm like, why are you putting so much on there?
Some men overdo it. I don't know what they trying to do, but you know,
And they keep making you coughing.
you just need a little squirt of this, just a small little squirt of this. That's it.
What is that?
I got it off the TikTok shop. It's called her loss, and it's 5 stars. And read the bottle itself. You can see what it says.
Her loss. Okay. They got one his loss for the women.
Well, they say this attracts the opposite of what you want. I don't know. That's just what
How long you been wearing it?
I haven't got a chance to wear. I ain't been nowhere.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, I guess is it working for you?
I don't know. A nigga don't know. Nigga don't know. I've had it for over a month. To let you know, I don't go out
Still
the house.
ain't used it.
I've been a house person. I ain't gonna say the N word, but I've been a house
You
person.
already been saying the N word. Yeah, you said it like 3 times already in one sentence.
I did. My bad.
Shit.
But the topic is, y'all can do your own topic on it. Taking your own advice or giving your own advice. CM, have you already said what you would do?
Okay, I was in here looking at something. What I would do? I'm sorry, I missed that part. What I would do as far as
Topic, taking your own advice or giving advice. Are you more of a giver or are you more of a taker when it comes to advice?
giver.
Okay. What about you?
I've given a lot of advice.
You don't want to take none?
Oh no, I definitely don't mind taking any, but usually a lot of people that I've come across since my teen years have been giving out advice.
What about
Uh,
your adult years now?
and now, if I'm giving some, I'm definitely up to taking advice. I just haven't been given a lot of it, but a lot of times I find myself giving it out. Um, you know, I've always had people come to me and presenting their problems, issues, or if they're at a crossroads, to make a decision, and that's just That's how it's come across to me.
What's some of the
Not to
best
say that I
you
don't
ever
need
been?
advice, no. But I'm saying that throughout my life, that's how it's played out for me, is being the advice giver.
Let me ask you this: what's the advice you ever been given by a man, and you've been keeping it ever since to this day? What's the best advice you ever been given about relationships? And women, same thing. What's the best advice you ever been given about relationships?
You asked him first, so let the king go.
Mr. Coleman, I guess you go first then, sir. We have another guest. Who's that?
I hope that's Angie or King. Which one?
I'm gonna have to text Angie while we sitting here. I'm gonna have to text her.
Cause baby, I want her on here.
Let me see if I can text her. Hold on.
Who is
But
that?
y'all go ahead and answer the question, Mr. CM. You can go first.
Okay. Oh, you didn't hear me earlier?
No, I
No.
get you. Nuh-uh.
Oh, it cut completely out. uh, no, I said I've always been the person to give the advice, and
No,
not
no,
that
no,
that
no.
part.
He was asking about like if a person like if another guy or one of your buddies gave you advice about relationship, what was the best advice they giving you?
Mm. The group of people that I associate with uh, do not present advice in a way that you should do or what you should do. It's, hey, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but they will base it off what I am telling them. And so they say, well, all I know is what you're telling me, and this is what it sounds like. But I'm not going to tell you to do this or that. We just kind of, sometimes you can take things apart a little bit, but not, they don't like to direct. They're careful how they direct a person's mind because they don't want to say anything to influence your decision making. But when you present a problem to some people, and I've done this, you just kind of ask them questions and allow them to work their way through it themselves. So it can be still solely their decision because a lot of times people have it jumbled up and they just don't know how to work it out in their minds, in their heads. So they need somebody to kind of talk that out with, and they hear themselves talking about it and say, oh yeah, and it just snaps. Or, as you continue to talk about it, they just kind of work through it. I've watched that happen before. They're like, thank you so much, but all you really did was listen. And so a lot of times advice has been kind of given to me in that manner, because you don't want advice to be given to you uh, too matter of fact. You should do this or you should do that, or I wouldn't do that, or I wouldn't know, I wouldn't do, you want to give healthy advice, you know, um, because you still don't know the full story. You only have the information that the person is giving you. So when people come to me with that, I consider that first. I only know one side, if it's another party involved. If it's something they need to do with their lives, do the same thing, talk it out.
I sent her a message, and okay. So I guess I'll go. I guess Chris, you can go next. I'll go last.
Okay. If yeah, I received uh relationships advice. Quite a few of them actually. They actually helped me through uh whenever I was separated, going into preparing for divorce. So somebody they made me realize, or they mentioned, uh, if you lose yourself over a person and you're not no longer caring for yourself, but you're caring for the other uh, person more than your own self, that means you ignored your self care and your self love. If a person got you like that and you're allowing it, and you're keep giving and giving and giving, and that person is not lifting you up, are helping you, or uh, you see yourself putting more in than a person is putting more in, and it's too much. You're giving too much of your energy, your time, and your mental. You start losing yourself. Then you need to let that person go because they're being a burden in your life. So if a person has got you that down that you ignoring yourself and your health and your mental state, and you're not even focused on yourself anymore, sometimes you got to let that burden go, because the ones that are like that, you're carrying on a heavy load, nothing but rocks on your back that are not meant to be there. You can't even walk straight because you over there limping over because you got so much weight on your shoulder, and none of that weight involves you. It's somebody else. So if you
Right, right.
that heavy load on your back that is not letting you walk straight and it's got you limped over that you can barely walk, sometimes you need to let go of that weight so you can walk right. So you can so your body can adjust from being like this, your back like this. You need to be up right here. You get a lot of people is gonna roll over the head and everything. But sometimes you just gotta let that burden go and that heavy weight. And that includes friendships, that includes relationships. And, you know, if they're so used to you doing for them and that they're not doing for you and everything, they're taking advantage of you. They're letting you do whatever. And you're allowing it to. You can't blame the other person, because you want to know why? Because you're
Sure.
on all this action, so you got to blame yourself. So you got to apologize to yourself how far you took it and allowed things to happen and allowed people's action to reflect on you for you to forget yourself. Sometimes we lose track of our own damn self of what we doing. And a lot of people are like, we would be so focused, and then we got that small distraction that'll drift us off somewhere where we weren't even supposed to be. So we need to get back on track where we need to be at so we can focus on ourselves, so we can stop limping over and walking like this and walk straight up like we supposed to.
Facts.
There you go.
Well, the best advice I was ever given is by my dad, who was still alive. I think that's the best advice he ever could have gave me, other than not being there for me. But that's another story. Um, Listening to the other person before you make judgment. I think that's the best advice my dad has ever given me. Listen to what the person is saying before you pass judgment on them. And I think that's the best advice he's ever given me. Just listening to a woman, to what she has to say before you say anything, before you have any intuitions about her, or whatever her past is, or whatever it is about her. Don't judge her because of her past, because at the end of the day, that you don't live there no more. It's called your past for a reason. So I guess my dad was taught me is don't judge a book by its cover, because it may not be what you think it is. Give it a fair shake. Everybody deserves a second chance. So I guess that's an advice that stuck with me. Not judging a person right away before I get to know a person.
Yeah, I agree on what you said there. Yeah, kind of. A person will tell you who they are if you just talk to them and listen to them. Uh, I also agree with Carisha too earlier that the definitely what you want to see is that what you're doing is being reciprocated. That's one of the biggest telltale signs that hey, okay, they're they're not paying attention. They're not trying to compliment everything you do. They're just kind of meeting the energy of the relationship because they want to do it just as bad as you do. So, like Carisha said, if it's not,
If the weight, if the balance is off, then you will feel the weight, of the relationship in a negative way. Because some of us are meant to carry. Well, we are capable of carrying certain types of burdens. But then, like Carisha said, if it has you forgetting yourself, and then you'll stop being yourself. Yeah, then that's when you have to really start paying attention to things and the health of yourself.
I believe in matching the person's energy. Matching each other's energy. If she's up tempo, you should be up tempo. Matching each other's energy could be a good thing. Could be a blessing. It could be a blessing. If
So
she's not feeling a certain way, you gotta help her feel like, baby, let's go do something. I see you feeling down. Let's go do something. Or if he's feeling down, baby, let's go do something. Take her out that funk. Get her out of her everyday routine. Do something that uplift her life, and because that's what a man really is supposed to be. If you want to be honest, you're supposed to uplift that woman.
Well, really, both of you should uplift each other. So again,
am
that
I
has to
getting
be
a turn
reciprocated.
to talk?
It can.
Oh yeah,
It can't.
you can.
Hmm? You
No,
don't ever want it. Huh?
I think she was trying to say something as well.
Oh. Oh.
No,
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
I wasn't included in on a rotation, so
Well, I didn't know, but please do. I mean, jump in.
okay.
Blame it on
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that my comments were welcome before I just
Very
started.
so, very
Okay.
so.
So, yes. So, some of the best advice, she's silly. Some of the best advice that I've been given tremendous advice, great advice. Like, I love to sit and just listen to elders speak, especially those who have been like married for extended periods of time for like 40 years plus or 20 years, whatever. They have so much that you can glean so much from like elders that have been married for so long. They've been through a lot of stuff. You've been married to anybody for any extended period of time over 10 years. You've been through a lot of things with each other. You've been through enough to where you would have grounds for divorce. Like, plain and simple, you have grounds for divorce. Especially when you're talking about irreconcilable differences. Everybody's been through that in a relationship. If we're real, everyone that has been married for 10 years or more has been through a time period where they felt like their differences were irreconcilable. It's just like that's just the reality. So some of the best advice that I've been given is that behind every great relationship that you see, but it took a tremendous amount of work, it took a tremendous amount of effort. They could have given up, but it would have been easier to give up on each other, on that other person that they were married to, but they decided to stick it out. Like, every day, that it was a decision that they made to stick it out with each other. And it's really, really different from the climate of how things seem to be now, because we're under the impression that, oh, I can just go out and get somebody else and it'll be better. It's just like, no, but guess what? That person is going to take that same amount of, it's going to take tremendous effort for that for another person too. So it's just like, you don't want to be under the illusion that you can just go out and get someone else and it's going to be peachy, because that's just not the reality. So the best relationship advice is like having to work through things, and having to work through things in a long term happy successful marriage. You're gonna be unhappy sometimes, and I've heard everyone say this. Everyone who's been married for a length of time, they have gone through periods where they are very unhappy. Does that mean that they divorce? No, but they stick it out. They do what's necessary to stick it out, and that's just choosing each other. They choose to be with each other. They choose to work it out, and yeah, and finding somebody who's like on the same wavelength as you when it comes to that nowadays. They kind of have to have like more of the old school mentality, or at least be raised by those with the old school mentality that are gonna actually be willing to put in the work to stick it out.
So what you're saying is you have to give the same energy that you're giving out. Basically, if you have to reciprocate the same energy. If I'm giving you all my energy, I would like the same thing back. Is what you're saying.
No, sir, that's not what I'm saying. That's the climate of today. No, that's not realistic. Some days you're going to have more to give than your wife might. Some days you're going to have to pick her up when she's depressed. Some days she's going to be unhappy and you're more happy, and you're going to have to carry more of the load. That's the reality of it, because every day you're not going to be able to match each other's energy. That's just not how it works. It isn't. And then other days you're going to be in a different spot mentally, emotionally, whatever, and your wife might have to carry more of the load, and say, babe, I know you're going through a tough time right now. I got this, I got that, I got that, whatever that it is. And that's the reality. It's give and take. And at the same time, it's not gonna be even every day. It's just not. It's not gonna be like that. And so if we like manage our expectations and bring them to a realistic level, I think that would be really helpful going into something long term.
Man, you said it, boy. You said an earful, but I agree with you 100%.
Okay, so do you bring the energy while you're dating, that type of energy, or is that energy is more for leaning towards marriage? That
That's
like she have her days, I have my days, so we pick each other up. I mean, don't you do that before you get married? I mean, don't you have that? Don't you have to have those type of things going into a marriage before? I mean, don't you have to do that give and take thing before you're married?
I'm gonna let her answer that one, and then I'm gonna answer it in my way.
I believe that you do that to an extent leading up to marriage. You're not going to do that 100%. Now, first of all, you need to know if the person that you're talking to actually shares that same mindset, because not everybody will. So that's first, because you can waste a lot of time with someone if you discover, hey, it's been 3 years we've been together, but we don't really feel the same way about that. That's an issue. So you need to find out how the other person thinks, as far as being able to stick with each other and knowing what the expectation is.
Carisha?
Is that Conan?
Oh no, Karish, I could go after you because you were next.
Okay. So I do agree with Casey, but I would rather add on it. The reason why, if we're together, just like whenever we were talking about the gas thing, and I have a boyfriend or whatever, and it's the same thing with the gas and uh like the bill at the restaurant. I'm the tipper, or whatever, or vice versa. I see it as it's not, we might not even be close to getting engaged or married or whatever. I'm still going to treat you the same way, even if we haven't even got to that level. You get what I'm saying? So if I that you're literally down and all that other stuff, and it's like we're not living with each other or whatever, but I can be there for you mentally. I might not. I can be there for you mentally, and I can be there for you physically. But to a certain extent, when we're just like boyfriend and girlfriend or whatever, it's a different story when you're engaged and married. You talk about finances and all that other stuff. I'm not going to be. I don't know how can I say this. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to say it in the right way.
Just say it the way you know to say it.
I know that's what I'm saying. Let me say it my way, but the right way. Uh, if we're together and all that other stuff, and I'm showing you that I'm holding you down and all that other stuff, it need to make you realize, hey, you actually have like a ride or die person and everything. So, are you going to do the same damn thing for me? If you're going to
Right.
keep, if you, if you, if I see myself keep doing the same thing over and over, and I'm not receiving the same, you know, back.
The
I'm
same
not gonna
love back.
say I'm not gonna say every time, but like you can't do it sometime for me. Then okay, well this not gonna last to no engagement. You get what I'm saying? So whenever you show a person and y'all just dating and all that other stuff and y'all being supportive of each other and you uplifting somebody whenever they're at their downfall and all that other stuff, it shows and it lets you know that hey, this person got my back and everything, even whenever I didn't ask for it. Even we don't know each other that well. You get what I'm saying? We still got a lot of
You just
learning.
let that person defend you when you're not around, or don't let nobody speak ill of you, or just basically having your back. Period.
I'm gonna have your back, even whenever you're wrong. So if we out in public and you do some stupid ass shit, and
That's it.
I'm not gonna correct you in front of everybody. I'm a, I'm
That's
a
it.
be I'm
Say
gonna
it
be
again. Say
behind
it
you.
again.
I'm gonna be behind you 100%. Now, whenever we leave up out that bitch and we by ourselves, bitch, I'm gonna cuss
Wow.
the fuck out. You
I
understand?
have said this. Go ahead,
If you
Carisha.
do a
Yeah,
stupid, if you do something stupid and you were wrong, I'm gonna back you up 100% until we get privately. I'm not gonna humiliate you in public because whenever you humiliate like somebody in public and all that other stuff, you know how downgrading that is. That
oh,
somebody's self esteem is probably already fucked up, and you on top of that doing that. So, like I said, if we just starting to date and you at your downfall or whatever the case may be, I'm gonna be right there behind you. So
that's it.
I want you to do the same thing for me. If you right there at the beginning of the relationship and y'all sinking in like that, that shit gonna last for a long ass time.
Exactly. See, that's I've said what you said time and time again about that example you just gave. I've said that. Wow. I've said the same thing exactly. So again, that's what I was going to ask both of y'all. Casey said and you said about you know people have survived tough times, but how did they start out? What was the foundation? Like Carisha said, somebody has your back and the love is there, you're gonna make it through a lot of stuff.
If that could
You're gonna you
if that could be the foundation, like you just said, if that could be the foundation to start, oh, I'll take it every time because that base is gonna be that brick is gonna be built brick by brick, and that's gonna be a tight fit house.
well, God and love, yeah, that's gonna be there. And if you guys can just, if you believe somebody loves you, it doesn't matter how much you argue, how much you disagree. They're gonna treat you right. You're just not gonna get along all the time. You're gonna fuss and fight. But like Carisha said earlier, when you're being treated very so badly to where it starts to alter your mind, it becomes mentally unhealthy. It kind of changes your character. But on the other hand of that, if the love is there, and like Carisha said, I'm gonna get you when we get outside. I'm not gonna clown you in front of people because I'm not about to put on the show. I'm not gonna put you down. I'm gonna let you know I love you by not doing that. See, when somebody does it in front of everybody, then you start questioning, because you just got shamed and now you feel like they do not have your back because they're looking at you sideways and so is everybody else. So you feel like it's you against the room in that moment versus one-on-one in the car. You know that they're calling you out because they're protecting you from opinions and they're protecting your reputation, both of y'all's reputation and the relationship, the reputation of the relationship. That comes with being emotionally intelligent and mature to make those kind of decisions because they're not easy. You'll feel sometimes like you want to explode in front of people, but you hold it and you wait. You'll be like, later on, I'm not going to forget this.
Right, we
You
gonna have
know,
to talk. We gotta talk later on before we
yeah,
go to bed.
grab a talk. Like, your partner could have got you in a whole fight. You're going to defend them. But when you get them in that car, you're going to be like, you started that fight, right? You know, you could have got us in a lot of trouble. but you won't say that in front of everybody else,
Right.
because that's between you two to hash out, not for the whole room to jump in and then later on give their opinions, and it's gonna create a whole nother influence.
Well, that's just like if
So
somebody spread a rumor about her that we're dating, and I ain't heard this rumor. I'm not gonna go there because it's like I said, you got some people that'll come tell you stuff about people. Did you hear about? Well, I don't know why she dating him. I heard he's such and such and such and such, and I heard he do this, and I heard he do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear about what your, like I said, let me see it from outside. I don't want to hear because you came and told me something about Carisha. I don't care. I'm like, she in due time, a person will reveal who they are. You ain't got to come tell
right,
me nothing about that person. That person
right.
will be, if their intentions are really like that, or if they really like that, it will show in due time. I don't care about your past. That's the thing again. It goes back to I don't care anything about your past because if you don't live there now, then what are you bringing it up to me? What are you bringing it up to me for anyway? Because I mean, you gonna show who you are in due time.
Well, you're having her back too, right there. You don't care what anybody else say, the rumors, whatever. All you know is, hey, this is who I'm with now.
Right. I don't care what you
You
come and
know,
tell me about Carisha.
yeah,
Somebody said this
right.
and she's like this and she really like this. Okay. Whatever.
Yeah, yeah. You give people, again, that's again that comes with being mature. You know,
Right.
but yeah, I wholeheartedly agree with Carisha said earlier, though. Yeah, like having somebody's back. Different things stand out when when the love is genuine. You'll know it. They'll show it to you.
You would
They
just
may
know it.
show.
You would just
Yeah,
know it.
you'll feel it. They'll show it more than they tell it to you. They'll show it to you. So that's again, but like what Casey mentioned earlier about the uh, like again from the elders telling you how they fought through things and they maintained a steady marriage. Uh, they were strong and they didn't believe in all divorce, and they made it through a lot of things. And then Carisha told you her side too of where something can become significantly unhealthy to where you're left with minimal options.
That's true because as you
So
get older, it gets harder. When you get older, it gets continuously harder to find somebody that's on your level, or let alone somebody you're willing to compromise with. It gets to the point where you be like, be like, fuck it, I'll just be by myself. It is what it is. It'll get to that point.
Yes.
yeah, right. It's never just about just breaking up. If it comes to that, and then go and find somebody else and starting over. A lot of times you need time to yourself to heal, to reflect, on what you did wrong in that relationship. You don't know what you and that person are going to do anyway. So if somebody does jump right in a relationship after you guys just broke up, well, that could also indicate a sign of that, okay, this may have been actually for the
That's
best.
just a rebound person. Let's keep it real. That's just a rebound person. You
Yeah,
ain't gonna be serious with
yeah,
that person.
yeah. You need that time. But yeah, definitely good comment to make tonight.
For sure. And like I say, mental health is a part of it. Mental health is real. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people we need to, like you say, some of that we need to heal from our past traumas, like our past relationship. We need to make sure we're not taking all our problems into the new relationship, but let alone our current relationship or even a new relationship. Don't bring none of them same problems from your past relationship because all that's gonna do is bring more problems.
So between
Anybody
like
agree with that?
what was said, like you said, Carisha said, Casey said, if there is a time, if there's such a time, when is it time to call it quits? Because we've heard two versions of working it out, and then we've heard the version to where, and having each other's back, and then you had what Carisha said earlier, that it can become to a point to where you lose yourself. How does that?
Are you
How does?
asking?
Yeah.
Ask
So
us?
when is it time? Yeah. When is it
Who
time to
you
call it
asking?
quits? Well, between the two, right? You have one side that says, and anyone who wants to answer, you have the one side that says, you have the old school where they fought through everything. I don't know what all that entail, but they did. They really went through some stuff and stayed together. And then you have the part where it makes you, what you say, you stop being yourself. You feel like you're the one in the relationship doing everything, or you're by yourself. How
Shit.
does is
So
that? Would you say that's irreparable, or
or between those two. So just give what do y'all think about those two different scenarios? Whether they both uh, kind of collaborate with each other.
Well, I can give what I went through, because y'all know I was married, and then I went to um, and then I had a divorce. So we were married for me and my partner. At the time, we were, married for a short time. We did marry very early and everything. So it was, let's see, we met, became friends, fell in love, and who just dropped off?
Casey, she'll come back.
Oh, so, got engaged and all that other stuff. A couple of months later, a year after that, then we were married. So it was like that was a tight squeeze. Let's just say that. Uh, so anyway, now he dropped off.
Something's going on with the internet. They'll come back. They'll pop back in. But go ahead. Continue what you're saying.
So anyway, so within a year of our anniversary, our 1 year anniversary to be exact, we haven't even made the first year yet. We were like literally a week before the first anniversary. We were having little problems. I'm not gonna really, you know, tell you like exactly what happened, but it was something that I disagreed with, and uh, you might as well say, I was concerned about my wife at the time, her not only her health but her safety as well, and we had like a disagreement and all other stuff, and it was actually the day before my birthday, and um, let's just say that night did not end well, and it caused me to move out of our room to go to the guest room and sleep. And so that was the beginning of our uh, our separation and all that other stuff. So, uh, but I was, you might as well say, I'm not going to say I was like the man of the relationship, but we both worked, but I worked a lot. So whenever we were separated and all that other stuff, I was the only one that was working. So I had like to hold like three, you might as well say three jobs to make ends meet for the whole house. Why are you looking around? Is something flying the fuck around or something?
I see a fly, but
Let the fly be, bitch. It ain't gonna bite you. I'm just kidding. So anyway, uh, and at the time, I was doing a lot of the stuff and caring for her as well. But at the same time, it wasn't like I wanted to work on the marriage because I didn't believe in divorce, but kept throwing, hey, I want a divorce or whatever in my face. And I'm like ignoring it and everything because I was so into this person. That's whenever, of course, I've already lost myself. I got sidetracked and I allowed myself to be sidetracked. You get what I'm saying? I paused what, excuse me, I paused what I was doing, what I liked and what I enjoyed. I put my whole things that I loved on hold because I was too busy into
focusing on
something.
them.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like I didn't want to lose the marriage because I didn't want to lose this person. I wasn't even thinking about me. And that was my problem. That's my fault.
You stop putting yourself first, but put the other person.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
whenever I'm putting more effort in all that other stuff than the other person, I have a whole big ass table and I'm putting meals after meals after meals after meals and desserts and shit. But I don't see anything being added to it because I'm putting the same shit at the table all the time. You get where I'm at?
I do. You were given more. You were given more than what the person wanted you to even give.
So whenever it came to that time and I asked, my partner at the time, hey, what do you want to do? Do you want this or do you not? As soon as they said, as soon as they said they wanted out, I didn't ask no more. I went on ahead. I said, okay, bet. It took me to go out of town to go get my piece. I went to go spend time with friends out of town and everything, and they already knew what the deal was. They were like, look, here's you a drink or whatever. I had a drink. Hell, I smoked a little something. I didn't feel no buzz at all. Bitch, that means I was relieved of everything. So they just left me alone and everything. I was like, okay. The next day I woke up and then it was like I had a new breath. And that being said, that new breath represents that I let go of all that baggage and the pain and the suffering that I put myself into. That baggage that I was allowing to be on top of each other that I uh you know that I allowed to pick up for myself to carry. It's the baggage. Let's just say the baggage is garbage. You know how like
I got you. I understand what you say. I'm following you.
I'm over here picking up her trash and things that I'm thinking about or whatever, things that are bad that was going through the marriage or whatever. I'm picking up
You're
the
trying to fix the broken pieces, so to speak.
yes. I'm picking up yes, that's basically what I'm doing. Picking up the broken pieces, picking up the bandages, the trash, the anything that is unhealthy that is not making my life better. I'm picking up things that are making me suffer and putting it on my back. I'm
You're
allowed
trying to make because you're trying to make things work. You want to make things work. I see what you say. You want things to work regardless of how bad it was going. You wanted it to work.
so whenever I went and had my piece, I start emptying that dumpster off my back. And whenever I came home, I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm ready now. I'm ready for that divorce. You get when I let that shit go. And whenever I say I was ready for that divorce and everything, it was like a weight was lifted on my back and my chest because I didn't know that I was feeling it in my chest either until I started straightening up. Like I said earlier, we all got to straighten up. And whenever I felt that heavy load off my chest, man, that's the best feeling in the world. Bitch, you can breathe. It's like you had a 600-pound person sitting on your chest.
I don't
Mother,
think I want that.
man, they were breaking that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it was like whenever you feel that and everything, and that person is trying to get back in your life, oh, I was saying, oh, I was wrong, and all that other stuff, and you already had your piece, bitch, you should have been there whenever I was present.
Amen. Let the church say amen.
Right.
Like Conan, I'm just saying, like what I went through or whatever. I'm not saying, it was like uh, her fault or my fault or whatever. I'm putting the blame on myself because I allowed so much. You get what I'm saying? I allowed myself to be at that weak point, but whenever I fell down, bitch, I got back up and I fought back. I fought back for my own life. Fuck
As
that.
you should. As you should have.
Right.
So I hope that answered your question. But I
Yeah.
tell you one thing, I'm not gonna do that shit no more.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Because
Because
right
I
now,
under and
go
I
ahead.
understand people fighting through things and for things, but then, like you said earlier, there comes a time where you be like, okay, I don't have any tools to fight with. You know, what do you do when that happens? So a lot of people that stuck through it, they probably had something to fight with,
Hmm.
to keep going on through their relationship with. But like you said, it's like you had to go be by yourself, and then it came. You know, you rested. You start appreciating yourself probably in those moments.
Yep.
You know, you had some time alone. Like, hold up, shit.
She revived
I'm
herself back to who
I'm
she
a
was.
yeah, hold up. I'm a damn good person. Wait, why am I tripping again? What am I losing? Pain? Okay, I'll lose that. You know, what are you losing in the end, especially when you know it's not like putting yourself on a pedestal, but you know when you're being a better person in a
And you know
relationship.
you're being used and mistreated too.
Yeah, because you're the one that's getting your butt kicked in a relationship
And you're
the
the only one
most.
that's feeding. You're the only one that's at the table at this point with a full
Yeah,
course meal that you prepared, and the other person not even there.
exactly. They're not even there. And when they do come, you might be gone. They just come and eat.
I done cleared the
And don't even have to
motherfucker.
say fucking thank you.
Hey, and they try to come back. I cleared the table and I put it into go boxes with meat, bitch. Ain't shit on that table. That shit gone.
Here you go.
I'm just saying.
You can eat, but you ain't eating in this house.
You know, hell no, you ain't eating in this house. Shit, you better
See, I was in a
some
relationship,
Popeyes with them dry ass biscuits.
and not too much on them biscuits, not too much on their
No,
biscuits.
wait, what's that? Hey,
Y'all crazy.
y'all know that 600 pound dude. What's his I forgot that
Oh
name. He
man, I
fat.
already know.
What's his name? Buttermilk biscuit.
Yeah, something like that. Oh my god.
But no, I was in a relationship, not like I was in a relationship like that, but not sort of like that, but like I was giving more than what I was receiving. So I can understand what you was going through because like I was
Yeah,
giving this one my all. I was going over there. I was helping her with our kids. I was doing everything a man's supposed to do. And I realized like I've been taken advantage of, but I didn't care because I wanted to be with this person so bad. I was willing to do whatever it took, even though it was hurting me. So yeah, I get that. And you have to realize, hey, I'm a good person. I know what I offer. And I had to snap back to myself.
yeah. That's why you have to put yourself first, though, not in a selfish, not in an overly selfish way, but in a way that's healthy. Because again, especially if that person is somebody that's prone to using or doing, abusing. You have to be careful with how much of yourself you invest. You got to give it. You have to put. It has to be controlled because it won't. What we don't want to do is pedestalize somebody because then they take that the wrong way. It's too
Mental,
much for some
mental abuse
people.
is real. Mental
Yeah,
abuse is just as real as physical
yeah.
abuse.
Now, if it's healthy, you can be yourself and do all that, and that person's going to meet you. They're going
Right?
Hmm.
to meet you back halfway or all the way, and then it won't feel like you're doing too much. You won't feel exhausted. You won't feel drained because you're getting a break because they're doing things too. They come and you were thinking about taking them somewhere. They come pop up at your house and say, "Hey, come on, I want to take you to lunch today." Or something like that. So you're not the only one. Hey, I cooked for you today. Come on over. What I know, but I just wanted to cook for you, so I wanted to surprise you.
And like
You
she
know,
just said, they come over and eat your food and won't even say thank you. She's like, I get what she said.
yeah.
I get it.
You
You feel
know when somebody,
and you feel unloved, unwanted.
yeah, you feel unloved, and that's not a space. You don't want to feel alone in a relationship. That's worse than being by yourself. Far worse. By yourself, at least you have peace. And good peace when you're alone. I've been alone for a long time, and I can tell you that's good peace. That's good time to reflect and get yourself together.
Hmm.
It's peace. It's true peace. And then if you get in a bad relationship, you'll be like, well, being alone wasn't so bad. You're not. You can be lonely in a relationship, but when you're by yourself, you're just alone. But I wouldn't necessarily say you're lonely. You're just by yourself. You're alone, but you're not lonely.
That's not what
Because
your foot say at
you
night. That's not
you
what your
know,
foot say at night. But I get
lonely is when you expect somebody to be there and they're not. Then you have a problem because now there's like this. They're supposed to be there, but it's empty instead. But again, when you're by yourself, no, you can learn a lot. You know, you can focus when you're by yourself. You can get things together. So when that relationship does come around, you're ready. Especially being ready emotionally and mentally. You had a lot of time to prepare for certain things. You had a lot of time to figure yourself out and like, hey, am I really tripping sometimes, or is it the other person? What did I do? And forget about the other person. Let
Well,
me
yeah, it gives you
let me
time to
see what I
evaluate.
did wrong.
It gives you time to evaluate yourself for the next relationship. What did I say wrong?
Exactly.
What did I do wrong? What can I
Exactly.
correct?
And that's all it should be. The other person, they're gone. Now it's all about you and what did I do wrong, and what do I want to change, and how can I do better the next time.
Carisha, you concur with this, or
No, I hear you. It blends in with, basically what I said. So yeah, he
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, because again, if you stay in something that's too unhealthy, man, it can tear you up. The old people, that's good advice, but times have people are different in some ways.
people are
We're
different,
not,
man.
we kind of stay the same, but some relationships, because of the exposure we have to social media and everything now, it can be a little bit different. So we definitely want to, you know when it's healthy and when it's not. Everybody has issues in their relationships,
Oh,
and
for
it's
sure,
workable.
sure.
Yeah, if y'all are both on the same page, like Arisha was saying earlier, you have each other's back, you're doing stuff for each other, you feel wanted, then the problems won't be a problem to deal with at all. You'll deal with that and laugh at, oh, shut up and sit down. Okay, then you go in the room, shut up and sit down. And, it won't be anything. Sit your ass down. So, you
Yeah,
talk to each other crazy, but it's
she be
all in good nature, because then you come back and she might slap a man in the head. You get on my nerves. And
she's
then
just
sit
being her
down and
natural
hug.
self. That's one thing I say about Carisha. She gonna be her natural born self, and that's nothing wrong with that. You
Well,
supposed
yeah,
to
that's healthy.
your
But
natural like. You go over to her house. You're like, boy, sit down. Let me looking all over my house like that. Sit
Everybody,
your ass down.
know the
well,
crazy
yeah.
part is everybody can't handle that shit.
No, people like Carisha are not going to lie to you, so you don't have to worry about a dishonest person in Carisha. She's not going to lie to you. You
Hey,
That,
like
know.
I said, when I met her at the Waffle House that night, I would never. I wish I could have recorded her that night. I'm sure we would have went viral that day. Cause baby, she put if you was performing, you done a hell of a performance that day
performing what?
at the Waffle House that night. That night, I'm like, if
No,
I
I
could have recorded,
perform. Fuck all that performing, bitch.
but
I
I
ain't.
noticed you were being yourself that night. You were not acting. You were actually being yourself.
No, I ain't. I don't do that acting shit. Shit. I ain't.
Yeah.
I don't do that fake shit. You gonna get whatever the fuck is gonna happen.
You again, like I say, when I met you that night, I wish I could have had that. We would have been getting paid off of YouTube. But what you said that night, I forgot exactly what you said, but you said some stuff that night at the Waffle House that had me like, is this real? Is she really like this? Because I've never seen a woman act like that. Like you're the first woman I could genuinely say I've met that's natural with it. And cool to the motherfucker.
Shit, Conan, what were you thinking when you saw me?
I just thought you were forward. I was just chilling
Good.
because I have a friend that's really forward like that. So we grew up together, and he's just like that.
Oh,
Just like that, raw and uncut. So it did. I was used to it when I first met you. I just took it in stride. Like I thought you were really down to earth. So again, with those type of people, I can always expect honesty, truth, forwardness, and a genuine type of relationship and friendship. There will be no fakeness in a person like that.
Right, like you can
They
go
will
out
be
with
the
her, and
same.
she gonna point that out. She gonna point out a person before you. Carisha type, she'll point out some shit before you even say like, "Nah, we need to leave. That shit that ain't right." Nah,
I,
we
I, my, my problem that I have, I observe way too much. But I observe and everything. I'll be quiet and I'll just sit here and smile in your face too. But if I feel like you ain't right, bitch, you ain't right. I'll observe and
Right.
I'll watch your ass and everything. But if I'm in the crowd and everything, I'm like, okay, something I don't feel right. I'm gonna go with my instinct. Either you coming with me or you want to stay your ass there. So if you choose to stay your ass there and not come with me, okay, cool. So when you see my ass later and you gonna be like, man, I should have came. Shut up. Don't say shit to me because I asked you to leave with me and you chose not to. So whatever happened when you stayed, I don't want to hear. That's what your ass get for staying there.
I would just took your advice and left with you. Now, if you see something and you like I just said, you the type you gonna see something before I see it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm leaving with her. We leaving. You done already picked up on some shit. I'm gonna roll with that. I'm gonna roll with you. I mean, you can't be wrong. I mean, your
Pick up
gut,
on cues.
right?
Exactly.
You know, like it's time to go. I didn't gave you the look.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And just like, okay, just like I had you might as well say, including in workplace or whatever. And you can be nice to people or whatever for so long, and then whenever you feel something about a person, and stuff like that, and you know something is off, and if I know something off, I'm a step away. I'm a go ghost. With me, if I go ghost, that means, bitch, I'm disappearing without you knowing. I will leave without telling the person. You don't need to know when I don't need to tell you every step that I make. So if I feel something ain't right, I'm not gonna stay there long.
Right.
I
Well,
will
a
leave
person in the
it.
comments said, protect your peace at all times.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's just like when I met you. Well, no, not when I met you. Whenever that night we went to the movies, I didn't expect you to do that. Like, I've never had a woman, and God, I'm telling the truth. Like, you pay for the movie, and I paid for the popcorn. Like, I've literally never had a woman to pay for a movie for me. That hit me different because I've never had a woman to do that ever, ever
Really,
had that happen.
it's about that. That was just a friendly gesture.
I know that,
Mm-hmm.
but to not never have that happen, you have to understand it hit me a little different because I've never saw it.
Right.
So
Okay.
for you to
It
do that and
don't
not really
it
know
don't-
me to do that, like that lets me know what kind of person you are right off the bat.
Yeah. I mean, I try to be.
You
Yeah.
don't find too many women like that.
Mm,
I'm gonna call it for what I call. You don't find too many women out there like
mm-mm.
that. And that's not just giving you credit. I'm just giving you credit where credit is due. No woman just hands out their credit card and pay for a movie that the nigga that they don't even really just know like that. But that was cool the way you did it was cool. I'm gonna say it like that. The way you did it was so player.
Thank you. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I'll take the compliment.
Yeah, just being kind and how it's supposed to be,
That's what I'm saying.
with
You
each
don't see
other.
that too many women to do that like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't know that person. Like, I don't know that nigga. I'm not paying for him.
Yeah, well that just that's all that comes back to a person's character though.
Yeah,
Um,
how they
you
have
know,
mindset. I
yeah,
don't.
you have to pay attention to all that. Like you could be with a girl and somebody could need help and she might just laugh at them like, oh look at that, you know,
I
instead of saying they could be hurt and should
hate
I help them?
people that do that though. I
Huh?
hate people that do that though, and I think that that's a coward ass move. Just
Yeah.
like if I have like, let's just say I take myself on like a uh myself out on a date. I do that often and everything. Or if I go pick up an order, I'll order like a steak and potatoes. You get what I'm saying? I mean, I'll order something expensive for myself. And if I see, uh, like, you know, I don't like to call people homeless people or whatever. It's for a reason. I don't know why. That's just how I am. But if I see somebody that's in need and they have not eaten, well, you can tell how some of them haven't eaten and everything. If I have it in my heart or whatever to give to the person or whatever, I'm gonna go ahead and give it. I'm not looking for no attention or anything. I'm not pulling out my camera and say, see what I can do, see what I did, and all other stuff. Some things are not for the camera. You get what I'm saying? It got to come from your heart. So if I see a person that has not eaten, and I literally just picked up my order and everything, I'll give the person my to go order, and I'll go eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich at home and be happy. As long as if I feel that person had a blessing from me, that might be their food and they haven't eaten in a week or two. You get what I'm saying? I don't know what their situation is or what they've been through. I don't even know the person's name. You get what I'm saying? So if I can be a blessing to somebody, no, even something big or small like that, that can change the whole person's life.
True that. I didn't do nothing. I haven't done anything like that, but I know I was at the gas station one time, and this girl had her baby in the car, and I think they were trying to get back to. They were trying to go to Houston, and they were at the gas station. I was at the Flying J's, and I
Yeah.
gave her $10. Like she started crying, but I'm like, here, just take this $10. No, I'm not. I'm going. My fat behind was probably going to go on the wing stop, but I just gave her $10. I mean, I know that every little bit helped, but she didn't even know me. I said, here, ma'am. So I mean, like I said, you just gotta give how you gotta give what you feel your heart is willing to do it. You know what I'm saying? Come from a pure place. I didn't want anything in return.
And you might be on your last, $5. You give that $5 to somebody, and you ain't got nothing until payday the following week.
That's what I said. I was gonna misuse it anyway because I was going to eat. Knowing me, I probably was going to use that money to go eat somewhere. Knowing I don't really need it, that's why I was like, here, you could probably use this more than I can. They were trying to get back to Houston, so I know Houston, you're gonna need about $20-$30 to get back to Houston, especially in the car that they were in.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, you're right. Oh, mental abuse does not so much danger, huh? I don't really understand your
It
question.
says mental abuse does so much damage. Read it right, man. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I see it now. Hold on, I got another one. Self love is the best love.
He got one. I'm playing. Damn it! Yes, got it.
Look, you got them laughing.
I'm playing.
All right, you got them comments laughing at me like
I'm
that.
sorry. My bad. Baby, you was struggling up on that. I'm playing with you.
Hey, it's all good. It's all good. But what about you, Mr. Com? You got a story to tell where you gave somebody some money or gave a homeless person something? You got a story like that or?
Hmm. Yeah, one way that comes to mind when I was in my 20s, early 20s, and there was at the beach doing the Kappa Beach party actually, and this man didn't ask for money. He asked for food. He just said he was hungry. I don't even think he said. I just saw him, and I told him to come in with us, and I said just you know he was homeless apparently. I can't recall if he asked or I just saw him and told him to come. He asked me for change, I believe, or like food. Can you get me like a little burger or something? And I told him to come in. And when I did, I told him to get whatever he wanted to get off the menu. I said, I was with my friends. We were all together having a good time. Told him to come in with us. And I said, man, I say, get anything you want off the menu. I said, I'll get it for you. Friends kind of stopped, laughing, joking around. It's like, oh man, that's real right there. They started, got serious for a moment. It was a touching moment. So again, uh, being generous to others, and that only helps them, but it helps us. It builds character. If you want to, you trying to better yourself, it is nothing like helping out in the community and helping other people. You know, I see the self love is the best love, and it can be as long as it's not in a way that's too selfish. Because again, when you're out there giving love, of course you have to have it. You have to love yourself first before you can love someone else. So in that way, you understand what love is, and you learn how to give it out. How to distribute that love to others. That's character building. That'll show you a lot about a person. How kind they are in the public, how they are with other people, whether it's laughing, whether it's joking or down to earth, you know, like you said earlier, Sean, they'll tell you, a person will tell you who they are. You know, when you said your dad told you that. So that's very true. You just have to watch. You have to be observant. You know, the hard thing is if we really like someone, say it's that type of relationship. A lot of times we bypass and ignore the red flags, as they call them. You know, early on, you're like, oh, it's nothing. You know, that's just the fluke. You know, but again, you know, distributing out that love is very, very important. I believe. You know, again, character building.
Facts.
So
Facts.
that's yeah, that's something I did. That's something I remember doing. Like I was about 20, maybe 19. I was really young when I did that for people.
I think I did this earlier this year when I did that. That was earlier this year. Yeah, I think that was somewhere in February.
Hmm. Yeah, I have some recent ones too, but
I
yeah, it
can
helps
stand
you feel better.
I can stand to step away from a 10-piece lemon pepper. I can stand not eating no lemon pepper wings for a week or two. So anybody got anything else? Or I mean, is that it? I mean, everybody got anything else they want to add or get from or we all need to go eat the Waffle House. Let's do that. Can we all go to the Waffle House? Let's do that. Let's all go to the Waffle House. Maybe not tonight, but I mean, we all need to
I'm
come to
about
the
to
Waffle.
say this tonight. Hell
No,
no.
you already got your muumuu
Shit.
on. You got your muumuu on. You got your thing
And
on. I
guess
know you
what?
ain't getting
And
out.
I'll wear the shit out of it at the Waffle House too. I sure would.
I believe you. I believe you. And
I
no
don't feel like
judgment here.
damn wear tonight. Shit.
No, it wasn't gonna be tonight nowhere. I'm not hungry. I got
But
some
you know
turkey.
what? As a matter of fact, it could be tonight. Is Casey coming?
I
That
got some turkey necks on the
I'm gonna
thing.
have to have a babysitter because the last time I was at the Waffle House and there was a child there, and
And you cut up. You cut up.
I was like, man, I didn't know how to talk.
You know, I
Well,
can only imagine you having
and
a kid. That shit. That right there. That you. Oh man.
the child was laughing at me the whole time.
He was. He was.
Y'all want to go or not?
Coming, where you at? Are you in town? Or are you not in town?
I was early. I'm in Beaumont now.
Oh, never mind. We'll wait until you come
Be back out there tomorrow or Friday for sure.
Well, I got a DJ gig Friday. I'm doing I think I know that's Saturday. I'm DJing. Yeah, that's Saturday. I
Okay.
got a DJ gig for this woman's anniversary. That's gonna be crazy too. Friday,
And when I start getting Fridays off, we could definitely do it in the morning or night. We could do it which Friday night, tomorrow night, Friday night.
back. He got something to do Friday night, so that's
no,
it.
no, I don't
That
got nothing to do Friday. No, I got something to do Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Unless somebody booked me Friday. I mean, it rarely ever happens. But hey, if it do, hey, but we could do it tomorrow maybe.
I'm
You
gonna let y'all
you
decide.
work tomorrow?
yeah, I work Friday. I work tomorrow and Friday. I get off. I'll be home probably. I'll be back on this end probably around 5:30
What time you plan on leaving?
in the afternoon or morning.
Afternoon, like to go back home.
I leave work at 4.
No, I mean like whenever you done visiting.
Oh, I can probably I stay on the highway sometime to go straight to Orange, so that puts me in Orange at least around 6 after 6, a little bit after 6. But I might get off earlier tomorrow because I have something to do, so I could be in Orange even earlier tomorrow. Depends on what time y'all want to go. Like probably what 6:30 or 7 o'clock.
It's gonna have to be dark. That's the best way.
It is. So
Yeah.
what 8 o'clock, 7 8 o'clock? Well,
Yeah,
8 o'clock probably.
it has to be dark because that's the best conversations.
So what?
Okay.
9:30 ish, 8:30 ish,
God damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
8:30
Eight.
ish. What I
I
want to do? 8:30.
don't. I just don't want Conan to be late for work the next morning because
So
he.
let's
Yeah.
say around. Let's say keep it
Yeah.
fair. Then around 8:30 ish.
Yeah. Yeah. 8:30. That's fine. Between 8:30 and 9.
We gotta decide which Waffle House. Now I haven't been on the one that's
The one we was at down here. The one we was at.
They got 2 of them, right?
I'm talking about the one over there by the highway. The one by that hotel.
Oh, okay. That's where them hoes telling too. That hotel, they got the hoes over there. You know how I found out? I was Ubering and everything, and I I kid you not. I was brought this young lady. I didn't know if she was supposed to be riding with me or what because of how she dressed. She had a whole bikini set on, and I said I just ignored her. I didn't know she was coming in my car, and she was trying to open my shit. I said I know damn well. I said you know what? I ain't saying nothing. And she ain't had no shirt on. She just had a bikini set. Close your mouth. So, anyways,
I was
I
just
had to bring
listening.
I had to bring her to Orange and everything. And she was on the phone. She was so damn loud. She was louder than my damn music. And she was like, "Yeah, I'm going to my next appointment." I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna shut the fuck up." And everything. Got to the hotel and everything. Hell, she gave me a tip, so I don't give a fuck what you do. You get what I'm saying? She gave me a $10 tip. I didn't give a fuck what her life is doing. Be safe. That's what I told her. Be safe. So yeah, that little hotel or whatever, and they working on that little building, and it looked like cement or whatever. Yeah, they. I'm just saying, they're getting a little fix too over there.
Well, you can't find no W-2 being a hoe. You can't find no W-2.
It's all cash money, baby.
Yeah.
Shit, you ain't got to worry about no government taking that shit. Self-employed. I ain't mad at it though. You know what I'm saying? Just be safe.
Hey, get it how you live, man. Get it how you live. Some people. I got a kid, so I can if I wanted to be a male stripper, I wouldn't even be no man because I got a daughter. Like, how am I gonna explain that? Like, hell no, I'm good. I
How
can't.
you gonna explain this? Her ass supposed to be sleeping anyway, or be at her mama house.
You know, that's a whole nother story. How
And don't
I got I
expose.
have a good baby mama.
If you want to do that in your lifestyle, don't expose that to your child. That means don't wear your outfit in front of your child. You hide it or something.
I'm not gonna even go in. You know, if I gotta do that, I need to go find me a digging a ditch job or something because I ain't gonna do that. I'm just I'm good. I'd rather be a damn trash man.
Ain't nothing wrong with the trash man. Hell, they make.
Nothing. I'm not saying I said I'd rather be a trash man.
Tony, you laughing?
Yeah, I'm listening.
You always laughing, man.
I just can't see myself being like that. I mean, I know some people are able to do it, but at my age, at 40, 43, trying to be a stripper late at night, I like to be in my bed by 9:30, 10 o'clock nowadays. Shoot. I'm gonna be a stripper. You got to be up 2 or 3 in the morning being a stripper. Oh, nah, I'm good.
Baby, popping on her. Temptation's throwing it up, boy. The hell, I had to bring a couple of people over there.
By the way, y'all gonna like my new video I posted. I've done a skit. Y'all make sure y'all like, share, and comment on the skit that I did.
You
I
done
don't know
a
if I did. It's on my YouTube channel and it's on my TikTok. It's called the Happy Place Mental Facility.
You did that by yourself?
My daughter shot it. I've done 2 of the characters. I haven't introduced Erica yet. You got Sinclair, you got Tyrone, and you got Erica.
Oh, okay.
When you get a chance, I'm gonna send it to you. As a matter of fact, it's on my TikTok. You follow me.
You laughing? You all right?
Oh, have you saw the video yet? I think I sent it to you. Hold on, let me send it to your phone. I want to see y'all reaction while y'all watching.
I'm rolling, man.
Hold on, I'm finna send it to y'all while y'all sitting in here. I want to see y'all reaction.
Okay.
Hold
Whew,
on, y'all
boy.
stay right there. Copy. Hold on, I'm putting it in the YouTube video. Y'all can just click on it. I'm gonna send it to y'all phone. Never mind. I'm gonna send it to y'all phone. Hold on, because I got y'all direct number. Hold on.
I'm trying to behave.
Now, this is only episode 1. I just sent it to both of y'all.
So, are you asking for our?
Yes,
Input.
y'all opinion, good or bad.
I think I'm gonna have to tap out on this one. You
Now
comment.
you gonna probably laugh your behind off.
Uh,
Come
oh,
on.
you sure you want my opinion?
Yes, I put
Come
it
on.
in the comments too.
See, Lord,
Sean say he can handle it.
I can handle it. Trust me.
but Conan is laughing hard and everything because he thinking, are you absolutely sure?
Matter of fact, y'all can save y'all comment till y'all see me tomorrow. Y'all can watch the video and give me y'all comments. Y'all can leave comments on the video too if you like, whatever you want to say. But if you
Sean
want to
say, "Don't
vote,
give it to me.
So I'm
Don't
pretty
give it to
sure.
me."
I'm
He said,
pretty
"Don't give it to
sure
me raw tonight."
hey, Conan, I'm pretty sure we're gonna be on live tomorrow.
Right back here, ladies and gentlemen.
no, I'm not
Hey,
gonna do it tomorrow unless y'all want to. But I wasn't scheduling a live for tomorrow.
well, it might have some good stuff to talk about.
Well, I think y'all gonna like Tyrone. Everybody liking the for the comments I've been getting. Everybody been liking Tyrone.
Okay. So what? Now this is impersonations you're doing?
No, these something I created in my head a while back. I wanted to do these skits, and I finally decided to do it. I
Okay.
shot the second episode. I just haven't uploaded it because I want to get time for people to get to know the first characters. I shot the second episode already. I just haven't uploaded it.
You better call Tyrone.
Huh?
You already got a lot of comments.
All I'm gonna tell you, just go look.
Okay,
Call
I already know
Sean.
your ass gonna say something though, Christian. I know you. I'm expecting you to say some
that's what
crazy shit.
I'm saying. Are you absolutely sure you want my feedback?
I want it like these neck bones I got in the crock pot. Yes.
Yeah, them neck bones lost his neck there.
Baby, I'm about to go eat them good, put some hot sauce on them. I'm about to go to town on them. I'm about to take up the pound town. Wait, pause. I mean, I ain't mean to put it like that. Never mind. I ain't mean to put it like that. That
See,
came out wrong.
see what the fuck I'm talking about?
Pause.
Tony?
I ain't mean to say it like that. Pause.
Tyrone, you should call him. You should put your name in it, Sean Roan or something.
No,
Sean
no, but you
Roan.
see the characters, you gonna understand. You gonna see it. You gonna understand. Matter of fact, y'all go watch it. I'm about to end this live. Y'all go watch it,
All
and
right.
I know y'all gonna have something to say.
All right.
I enjoyed y'all.
Enjoy y'all too.
Before y'all leave, I'm gonna go to a commercial real quick, and y'all can say bye. But hold on, let me do this commercial break. Gotta pay the bills around here. All right, that was the commercials. You guys have anything y'all want to say before we end?
I think today's podcast.
All right, I appreciate you guys. And by the way, for you guys that's watching, the comment the TikTok video is in the comments. If you want to go watch the video I'm talking about, please like, share, comment, and leave your comment, whatever it may be. Do that. Do that. So that's it. That's all. I know your ass gonna say something. You gonna text me, watch. I know you gonna text me.
Ooh,
You.
I ain't gonna text you. I'm gonna say it to your face. Fuck a text. I'm gonna say it to your damn face. And I hope you record my ass when you do it so it can reflect You can go back on that recording and be like,
I'll
"Damn,"
mess around. Hey, I'll mess around. Make you one of the next characters in the episode.
and I'll fuck
Carisha.
that shit up too. I sure would. Let's go.
All right. All right. You guys have a good rest of y'all night.
All right.
Later.